This is a bodyboard, and we're gonna review it today. I'm just kidding. Hey guys, this is Malek, and well, I'm the face of this YouTube channel now. I started this about 3 months ago, and now I have almost 200 subs, which is unbelievable. So thank you guys. So this is, I guess, my face reveal, and get ready for more of it because I'm going to be doing a lot of surf product related and film product related product reviews, including cameras, GoPros, accessories, surfboards, everything. So hope you enjoy. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you what I use to film and shoot most of my videos. So first up is my drone. My drone is the Phantom 3 Standard, and it's one heck of a drone. It does everything I need, including shooting high quality video from its camera. In addition to that, the software included is software that usually is only put on to high-end drones. This is a $400 drone, not a $1,000 drone, and it still beats out some of its competitors that are $600 more. It's super easy to use, and everything about it is simple and reliable. I've had it for 7 months now, and I've put it through some of the hardest situations, like flying it, getting spray all over it from waves, even crashing it into a wall, going 30 miles per hour. And the only thing that happened was a little bit of the casing bent out, and that's expected because it's plastic. Next up is the controller for the drone. So this controller is the one that DJI gives you, and it's probably one of my favorite drone controllers next to the new ones. So it's super simple to use. You have 2 joysticks and some switches. These switches control the flight modes and whether and how you take pictures. Then you have this dial right here. This dial controls the gimbal, and it's super easy to use. And the gimbal itself is probably one of the better gimbals I've seen on drones. The range on it, thanks to this antenna, is over 3,000 feet, which is amazing for such a cheap drone. So next up is my GoPro. So I use a GoPro Hero 4, and I pair it with a SP Gadgets trigger handle and a Dakine bodyboard leash. So what I like about the GoPro Hero 4 and why I haven't upgraded to the 5 is partially by how easy to use it is. There's 3 buttons, and it has 3 functions: video, photo, and then burst. So the burst is what I like the most about it because of this. Let me turn it on. So listen to how fast it takes pictures. Each one of those beeps was a photo that it takes in burst mode. Now this is great for when I'm at the wedge, or I'm at a place where there's nice barrels and I want to get inside and take some pretty good pictures or some nice video, because it shoots 1080p at 60 frames per second. What I like about the trigger handle and why I didn't go with the K-neck one is one simple reason: that I can easily take off the leash from it, and I can fill in this air ballast, which is very similar to one in a submarine. Whether I want to dive, I fill it with water. If I wanted to float, I would fill it with air. And it's super simple, and it's super easy to use. I went with the Dakine leash because personally I think Dakine makes the best leashes. So their leashes are always the strongest in my opinion, and I like how it has the double swivel, which is great for bodyboard leashes and for leashes in general. So next up is the camera that I'm using right now. I shoot on the Nikon D5200 with a Takstar shotgun microphone. The lenses that I use are the Nikon DX 55 to 300 millimeter telephoto lens and the Nikon DX 18 to 55 millimeter wide angle lens. So the wide angle lens isn't a fisheye. So what's so great about that is you don't get the warping that you do on a GoPro. So say that I got a waterproof case for this camera and I wanted to take it out. I would get better shots than the GoPro because it's a higher quality camera, because it has 24 megapixels, which is something that only high-end cameras have, but this is a really cheap camera. It also has great video capabilities, as it shoots 1080p at 30 frames per second, which is really good for its price range. Okay, so next up is my wetsuit. So I use the O'Neill 4/3 Psycho 1. This suit is a front zip, obviously, and it's probably one of the best suits I've ever had. I've had 3 or 4 wetsuits now, and all of them were different brands. One was Body Globe, one was Quicksilver, and this is the one that I like the most. First off, the stitching on it is probably one of the best stitching jobs you'll ever see. They actually laminate over the stitching with rubber to increase your waterproofing ability, and they do that on all the openings, including the neck, the hands, and the feet. Also, what I like about this suit is how warm it keeps you. So I used to have a 2/3 Quicksilver. That was my most recent suit, and I hated it. Within a couple weeks, it actually developed a hole in the back because it was a back zip, and every time I would duck dive, it would unzip on me. So I went with this for how simple it is, and the warming capabilities. That one I would freeze to death in. This one, I went out on a 50-degree day when it was 45 degrees in the water. I was in there for 4 hours, and I did not feel cold at all. This suit is amazing. Next up is my bodyboard. So I ride a BZ bodyboard 41.5-inch bat tail. So what this bat tail does is it makes it basically usable in almost every type of wave. It's kind of like a swallowtail on a surfboard. The other reason why I went with the BZ over something like a science board is I like the build quality of this. What I look for in a bodyboard is when I could push down with my knee and as hard as I can, and it will not bend. So this is a great bodyboard for whether it's small surf or whether it's 30-footers at the wedge. This will get the job done. I paired it with a Block Surf Performance Surfing Gear double swivel bodyboard leash. Now this leash I'm not really happy with. This slips off a little bit, and I'm planning on changing it to the Kind. However, one thing I do like about this leash is the thickness of the armband. So the armband, it's nice and thick, which means it covers more surface area, so it will get more friction. So it should stay on there, but it doesn't. So good idea, but bad execution. Okay. Finally, my fins. So I use the Voigt duck feet fins, and what I like about these fins is they have 2 holes in the back. Almost every fin has this nowadays, but what I like about this is the positioning of them. It's right at the arch of my foot, so that way water and sand can actually flow out of it more easily than it would if it was positioned up here by the toes or down here by the heel. I use these fins for bodyboarding, even diving, and when I'm when I'm at the wedge and I'm taking photos or barrel shots. The only thing I don't like about these fins is this little black part right here. This thing, it sticks out, and it always cuts me. Every time I use one of these, I always come home with a cut, and sometimes I come home with pretty big cuts. But other than that, these fins are great. They're really sturdy, and they float really well. Okay. So thanks for watching. I'm going to do an individual review of all of these products, including my camera and the tripod that I'm using, which is a Targus. That one, I have a lot to say about it. So catch you then.